Hi, I'm President Ashley Robin Wallace. I'm here at my home at 969 Mount Airy Drive. I'm making this recording because I need to speak with the public about what's happening behind the scenes here in this country we call the United States of America. At this time, I'm the president, the 46th president of the United States of America. It's solidified under a bill called the Ashley Robin Wallace Bill of Rights that was signed by President Bill Clinton, former President Bill Clinton. This Ashley Robin Wallace bill is a bill that's on the books, the Library of Congress. I'm on the books as the owner of the country of the United States of America. I'm also the owner of all the gold here in this country at the Kentucky Treasury, which was at the Kentucky Treasury. It's no longer there. It's at another location closer to me. On the bottom of the gold is my name, Ashley Robin Wallace. At this time, I'm going through what some would call a conspiracy. This is a conspiracy that's being done and orchestrated by the black church and the one who people acknowledge at this time as being the president, and that's Barack Obama and his administration. Barack Obama is someone who I consider to be a son of mine. I'm a child prodigy that has been kept secret since, well, I've been secret for a long time. I'm the head of the Illuminati. I am the creator of the Illuminati, the great Illuminati. I'm also the head of the Freemasons. At this time, this country is under a change. It's being secretly done. It's being done that way for a reason. Most of humanity at this time in this country and around the world were created by me and a team of scientists from NASA. Humanity at this time, most of them who are now present, were created at NASA with my blood because I am the Son of God or the Son of Man mentioned in the Holy Bible. Anyone who's a Freemason or part of the great Illuminati knows who I am. My name is mentioned in the Bible, the real Bible, the untwisted word, which has the real names. I'm Ashley Robin Wallace, the Son of Man, the one who has the number and the number of his name and the mark. This is the mark, the red star. It's a 5-point red star, which is a symbol of the crucifixion of Christ 3,500 years ago. I also have the number of his name, which is 666, which is 18 letters. That's Ashley Robin Wallace, A-S-H-L-E-Y, which is 6 letters. Robin, R-O-B-I-N, which is 5 letters. And Wallace, W-A-L-L-A-C-E, which is 7 letters. Add that up, it comes to 18, which is 18 letters. So I'm the one with the number of his name and the mark. Save he who has the number of the name and his mark, for this is the Son of Man. This is for a purpose. I'm the sun god. It's been proven by NASA that I am the one whom the sun follows. This is the way I was created. I'm the one who you would call, in a way, the God of gods in physical form, Archangel King Michael, known in the true word as Archangel King Michael Ashley Robin Yah. That's who I am. I'm the true King of Wales. There's no other king on this planet who's like myself. I am the owner of really the entire Earth, 77 planets, 77 galaxies, but this is an Earth or a planet that I've claimed. I have been, or this entire Earth has been under construction for the past 27 years. I own the entire Earth, but I have Pacific cities, Pacific countries that I own. They're all under the United Nations, which I started. A lot of the information that you all have been fed over the past 20-something years has been false information. It was done that way because I am the one who established not only the United Nations, but I have been running the entire Earth through secret devices that were developed for me by NASA since I was 4 years old. I am the one who gave the order to bring down the Berlin Wall during the presidency of Ronald Reagan. I'm only giving out this information because I am now at a time where I was supposed to come into possession of all of my things. I'm the owner of IBM. I created the iPhone. I created the laptop. I own various companies like Sony Music. I am the owner of all of Michael Jackson's music. He left it to me in the will. I am the owner of the entire music industry. All the music that you hear is about me and about my life. This is how this world is. I've personally designed the entire earth. All the buildings, even the products, Bounty towel, Heinz ketchup, mustard, I designed it all secretly. At this time, I'm supposed to be coming into possession of all of the things that I own. I own Samsung, Boost Mobile, Cricket, Wireless. I own IBM, of course. I own all of the media. That includes NBC, ABC, CBS, the entire media industry. I own it all. Viacom Communications, they hold the key to all the media, and I own Viacom Communications, the entire company and corporation. Rapper T.I., who is someone who I'm legally married to, I am allowed to marry as many people as I want because I am the true king of Wales. So I'm married to a lot of people. This is something that was done to me as a child to sabotage my future because people are connected to me at this time because of the money. I am 36 years old at this time. I have a twin sister. Most of you know her as Beyonce. She's a singer. We were separated at birth. This is a conspiracy that has gone on with my family since our time here. My father, or my dad, who's me and Beyonce's birth father, has a twin also, Lionel Richie. And they also were separated at birth. This is a trend that has been going on in my family that I am determined to end in this time. But the time has been shortened because I created one of the world's largest atomic nuclear bombs called the Doomsday. This is something that was created by me as a child. Most people who are alive at this time don't even know that the Doomsday is already ticking. It's a bomb, a nuclear bomb that's set here in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, but it will blow up and destroy the entire earth. I've been working on it for the past 20 years. It's been prepared a long time ago. It's something that the God, Spirit God, that everyone acknowledges as Yahweh and Yahweh, who is the creator of all things, but at this time is giving me possession of all things physical. So at this time, I'm the physical God in physical form in the flesh. So in the Bible, it states that they will come down, the pillars, as men. I'm one who will be raised up before you, for you should not even know him. That's who I am. At this time, I'm having to acknowledge who I am and come out of hiding because the secret is killing my life. If I am killed, the entire universe dies because the sun would die. There are black people here in the city of Atlanta who are connected to the black church and who are connected to the Obama administration who are seeking to take over my life. They want to control me. I created the great Illuminati to separate myself from the Freemasons in the black church. I did this a long time ago. I was around 4 or 5 years old. I was told that they would want to control me at this time, so I started my own club called the Great Illuminati. My club is a club that has been on the low for the past 20-something years, and we called ourselves Anonymous because no one knew who the leader of the group was. It's one of the largest organizations in the world. It covers all 4 corners of the earth at this time. At this time, I am announcing myself as the leader of the Great Illuminati and the group who are associated with the great Illuminati called Anonymous. The wars that you see that are going on overseas are wars that are being caused. They're being caused because of evil and witchcraft. That's being done by people here in the city of Atlanta who have gotten access to my secret military bases, which have planes. A family by the last name of the Williams family, which is a black family here in the United States of America, mainly here in the city of Atlanta. They are Freemasons. These people took possession of all of my goods, all of my homes, my cars, my money, because they are Freemasons who are connected to the government. The Williams family, which is headed specifically by Elizabeth Williams, who is at this time, I think, still presently a part of the U.S. military, but she is not a part of the U.S. military associated with the United States of America under the order of Ashley Robin Wallace. I own the entire country, and at this time there's no separation between me and the United States. I own the country. I'm the president of the country. Most people don't understand the change. I'm having to come out and tell people about this now because the people here in the city of Atlanta have ignored the Ashley Robin Wallace bill and the protocol set by the United Nations. I was unanimously voted to be president at this time by the entire earth, by all government agencies and governmental delegations and governmental politicians or presidents all around the world to be the president of this country at this time. At this time, we are switching over into a world government. All things will stay the same. Only difference is that I will be the overseer, as I have been for the past 31 years. It's just that I'll be taking more of a front role. I'm having to reveal that Barack Obama is no longer the president for a purpose. The media here in America decided to go against me. I created the internet for this purpose. I created Facebook for this purpose. I created YouTube for this purpose as well. All of these things can be proven. I own the copyrights to everything. I own Twitter as well, which is also I'm being bullied on my own network, Twitter, because it's being run by black people. A lot of black people here in the city of Atlanta are being evaluated from the space station, which I also own, but it's being ran and controlled by Germany, Russia, by President Vladimir Putin. The doomsday has been activated. They have attempted to silently murder me since March of 2013. I've been going through this ordeal. They have tried to secretly electrocute me using Georgia Power, a company that I also own, which is now Atlanta Gas and Lights. It's all under a protocol. I own various homes all around the world. I own cars. I own car companies. I own Mercedes, GM. I own Lamborghini, Jaguar. I also own Chrysler, Dodge, the Viper, and various other car companies. All of this can be found. I own the copyrights to everything, really. I own IBM. I am the creator of the iPad, the laptop, the iPhone. I own BlackBerry. I created BlackBerry. The new BlackBerry Curve is a phone that was designed by me. Also, the BlackBerry Torch, I also designed. Samsung, I own Samsung as well. I created the first touchscreen cell phone. I own the copyrights to everything. I'm a very wealthy man, but I live a modest life. I have not received any of the funds from anything that I created or that I own. I created the email. I'm the creator of the email. You can look this up. These are all things that can be proven. Most people would look at me on here and think that I'm crazy because I look young. And because of me being so young, I'm a child prodigy. but my parents are not the most trustworthy people. I love them. They show me love, but at this time, they have not been on my side. So at this time, I'm giving this message because I have been put out on the street, I have been homeless, and I'm being ignored by the people here and the citizens in the city of Atlanta, and I'm also being ignored by the one whom everyone is acknowledging as the president, and this is Barack Obama and his administration. I've called the White House numerous times. I've called the Pentagon, because the Pentagon are the ones who are supposed to be overseeing this evaluation of the people. Most of the people at the Pentagon do not understand or know about the doomsday. Most of the people who work in Washington, D.C. and the Pentagon are people who were created at Washington, D.C., at NASA. The people in the Pentagon who are currently there do not know about the doomsday and are just now learning about the doomsday because they are people who were created at NASA, and these people were placed there because the other people who worked there were killed. They had to be killed because rapper Future, Kavidius Jackson Cash, he's someone who went on the Pentagon property with witchcraft, and it cursed a lot of the people there. This is what 9/11 was about at the Pentagon. When the plane crashed into the side of the Pentagon, it was to kill off people who were cursed so that they wouldn't go against me at this time. With me being who I am, people who have my blood, who are cursed, will go against me. That's what the curse does. Rapper Kavidius, or rapper Future, whose name is Kavidius Jackson Cash, has been working with George Bush Sr. since he was at the age of 12. George Bush Sr. seeked to sabotage my future at this time because he wanted me not to own the United States of America and the gold because he wanted to keep the gold in the Bush family. George W. Bush Sr. is a cousin of mine. We are related through blood. But George W. Bush Sr. has a jealous streak, a very vicious jealous streak against mainly against black people. We have a friendship that we've never been close, but we've never had hostility toward each other, but he does show hostility to me by the things that he do behind my back. Most of the people in this earth do not know that they have been cursed by George W. Bush Sr. because there was a curse done on the people who have my blood, black, white, Chinese, and Mexican as well. It only took 10 people to drink pig's blood for the entire earth to be cursed. And this is not the earth, but the people in the earth who carry my blood. This is a curse that was done back in 2005. Once he saw that it was getting closer to the time of me coming into possession of all of the things that I own. George Bush Sr. went to a company that I own, which is the ABC network. He hired radio engineers to control people who have metal in their mouth. Most people at this time don't know about the devices that they were born with. If you were born or have a birth certificate with the name Ashley Robin Wallace on it as your father, I must tell you, you all were born with chips inside of you. I requested this because I needed to keep up with the people who were being developed on this planet. You were all what we call created human beings, designed, some by computer, and some just mixtures of different people and DNA, the people who I love. Everyone, mainly at this time on this earth, have my DNA in their blood. Black, white, Mexican, Chinese as well. I'm telling you all this because I need you to be aware that you are being controlled. George Bush hired radio engineers to speak through a lot of people, mainly black people, who are being controlled here in the city of Atlanta to keep me hidden. There are other black people who are cursed, who are going against me in this city. It's being done secretly through devices which are implanted inside of me. Being that these devices are planted inside of me, it makes it easier for them to torture me. I've been being tortured with these devices since March of 2013. This has been allowed by then President Barack Obama, who knew of what was going on and has been planning this secretly himself before he even became the president. Barack Obama was elected president, but he was also placed in office. He would have become president whether you voted for him or not. And this is how this country runs. Everyone who's ever been a president here in the United States, they become president because their name is in the Holy Bible. That's why it says, "In God we trust." No one in this country has ever become a president if your name isn't in the Bible and it's not meant for you to be the president. Presidents of this country are chosen by the Eastern Star, which are the reptilians of the sun. The reptilians are alien species which guard the sun and the gate of the sun. They are the ones who choose who's going to be the president. He was chosen, so was I. At this time, during this change, I was trying to keep Barack Obama in the forefront, and I was going to continue to run from behind, like I've been doing since I was 4 years old. I'm having to come out with this evidence and come up front with it because people need to know that you're facing the end of the earth at this time because of greed and jealousy. Barack Obama is someone who was resurrected from the bones of Abraham Lincoln. I know it because I requested it, and that's who he is. He's not 54 years old. He's only 26 years old. He's been on this planet for 26 years. He was developed and he came out or grew up fast because we developed a serum called the human growth serum, which came from, if anyone knows, you can look him up, it's called the tree man. He was a kid who was born who has tree limbs growing out of him, but he's about 7-8 feet tall. I'm the one who discovered DNA. I am the one who named DNA. All of this can be proven. I need the people in the public of the earth and the world to know that Atlanta, Georgia at this time is the center of the earth, and the government is switching over to the city of Atlanta at this time. It's being done secretly. I'm coming out with it now because I have to warn people that Barack Obama is secretly trying to become a dictator. He hasn't spoken with me, which he was supposed to. I have 2 children who are on the Ashley Robin Wallace Bill of Rights, signed by former President Bill Clinton. This is a bill that certifies that I am supposed to come into possession of not only my 2 children or my 3 children who are on the bill, but there are 2 that are mine specifically. Their names are Robin and Rihanna Wallace. They are the heirs of my estate. I am a gazillionaire, a trillionaire, but I have never gotten any of my money. I created the email so that I could secretly receive my money, but my email was hacked because the Williams family, who are a part of the Freemasons, they waited on me and watched me until I created the email and received all of my money through email. This is money that has come from the Vatican. If you watch on YouTube, there's a video that speaks of the money with a name on it. The money that was prayed over by nuns that comes from the Vatican has a name on it. The name is Ashley Robin Wallace. This money, which is about $662 billion, was stolen by Providence Missionary Baptist Church here in Atlanta, Georgia, Pastor Gerald L. Durley, and Antonio Marquise Williams, who's a child molester. He's also someone who's not human. He was created at NASA, and he's a human android. If anyone has seen him, report him to your local authorities, call the National Guard or the U.S. Army. They will be able to check him. He has a chip, but he's also has a computer device inside of him. He was created from android blood. We're now in the spiritual age. This information isn't being told by the United States government at this time, but I have taught the entire country through my secret device. Everyone here in the United States, you are either a Freemason. If you're younger, you are part of the great Illuminati. At this time, the Freemasons Brotherhood are being discontinued all over the earth. That's because I am the Freemason. And because the Freemasons have not done their job, which is freeing Mary's son. I'm Mary's son. My mother's name is Mary. I'm the one with the red star. Most people who are Freemasons or Illuminati know who I am. They know that I'm coming to ownership of everything. At this time, I am the ambassador of the entire earth, the 46th President of the United States of America. It can all be proven because it's documented under the Ashley Robin Wallace Bill, which is a protocol backed by the United Nations. It's being ignored by the Obama administration, but all of my laws are being passed all over the entire earth. At this time, because of the the non-acknowledgement of who I am by the Obama administration, certain laws are being passed here in the United States, but in the city here of Atlanta that I own, which is now one of the richest cities in the world, but it's not being announced, of course. But Mayor Kasim Reed, who is also someone who was created at NASA from an alien called the Cleon. If you've ever watched Star Trek, these are real aliens. The United States government and the United Nations, we all made a pact, a universal pact with extraterrestrial aliens at this time because of the universal change, which we call the dancing of the stars. Well, we have been going through what they call a planetary rotation. We're no longer in the same galaxy, and we are now living amongst extraterrestrials. Most people have experienced the visitation of aliens back in 2011. These were extraterrestrials who were coming back to the earth to see their children who were created at NASA. A lot of people who are on this planet at this time during the spiritual age needed to be evaluated because they were created at NASA, but they were created from different alien species, the Cleons, the Martians, the Venetians. Some people are purebred aliens that look like they're human. These things were supposed to be being evaluated by the Pentagon, but because of the secrecy here in the United States of America, most people have forgotten who they are because their brains have been being erased by NASA. NASA at this time was supposed to be the new governmental facility of the United States of America because NASA watches over the entire earth and the universe. At this time, NASA here in America has to be shut down. It has to be shut down because they have gone against the owner of the country. These people are the ones who have created all of the devices for me at this time. Everything is synced to me. I am implanted with chips that control the wind machine in space. I'm implanted with chips that control the computers. I'm implanted with chips that control even certain ships for me so that I can get off of the planet in case of an emergency. The doomsday is something that was created for me just in case the people were cursed, or just in case the people on this planet who were created from the different alien species went crazy or something bad happened. Well, this is where we are right now. Most people don't know it because it's very quiet. But the doomsday is now activated because Barack Obama has not shown up to get me. I have a facility here in the city of Atlanta that's hidden. It's called the Great Pyramid. It's the new Pentagon, one of the most highly sophisticated, most technological Pentagons in the world. It's an underground facility, but it's controlled at this time through the space station in space. But the United States of America at this time is being watched over and controlled by the Russian government, which represent the Red Star, which represent Ashley Robert Wallace. That's who I am. I had to do this for my own safety because I am the sun god. At this time, the citizens here in the city of Atlanta are under heavy evaluation because my life is in danger. It's in danger because Barack Obama has not come to my aid. Barack Obama at this time has gotten involved in a conspiracy with the Black Church of Providence Missionary Black Church and various black religious leaders who seek to control my life because of my wealth and because they seek to personally have money that comes from tithes and offerings from people who love God. These black people do not love God. They love money. They've proven it. They've proven it because they have been robbing me for a long time. A lot of these people in the city of Atlanta have taken care of children who I have created at NASA for my personal self. At this time, I had to create people to go in specific positions so that I could take possession of my country. These citizens have now gone against me. Most people don't know. The entire city of Atlanta is laced with nuclear bombs, mostly on the west side because I had to resurrect, by request from the Spirit God, the people who killed Christ 3,500 years ago. These people were resurrected from hell. Sounds funny, but it's truth. This is what the secret societies are about. At this time, the secrets are killing my life, my quality of life, but because of who I am, I'm still alive. I have been electrocuted with 3,500 plus volts of electricity by Georgia Power, which came from the ground secretly because of the chips that are implanted inside of me. These chips were mimicked by scientists from NASA who have been planning on sabotaging me since I've been running the country as a child. I expected it, but I also have a backup plan. So I built and had built underground tunnel. This is what the CERN is. The CERN is a part of a world nuclear bomb that is ticking. There's a date, 9/27. So between 9/27 and between 9/27/2014 and October 22nd, 2014. Now, I've activated this already because I had a chip, which came from a device that I had created, which is being watched over and was activated from the space station, which is not controlled by NASA here in America, but it's controlled by Russia. I'm warning citizens at this time, if you have any documentation of who I am, I've given documentation to numerous celebrities, lots of the women, Gloria Vanderbilt of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Joan Rivers was someone, Melissa Rivers has evidence of who I am, Barack Obama has evidence of who I am, Michelle Obama knows who I am personally. These are all people, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, most of the politicians, including John Boehner, who's a full Venetian. These people do not want to be revealed of who they are. I don't understand why. They all have my blood, but they are going against me. I am not someone who was created at NASA, and they have started what they call a NASA thing. They're not thinking about humanity. They only want to hold on to material goods. That's the problem with this spiritual age. It's the age of vanity. Because things have not been done properly at the proper times, the earth is now in danger. They don't want to mention it, but it's due to jealousy. This jealousy comes because I'm a 36-year-old man who owns the United States of America, and that I'm rebuilding the entire earth to represent an eternal age. At this time, people who are evil, that means child molesters, people who have consistent robberies, a lot of people who are in prison who have done things, who are on death row. All around the world, these people are being murdered. They're being murdered because we're going into an age of peace. With the United States being the #1 country in the world, the diamond of the rock, all evil runs to America. At this time, America has been under surveillance for the past 27 years by the overseas countries. I have had a TV show overseas called The Living Word. In some countries it's called The Son of God. But it's the first reality TV show. This show has been running for 27 years. In some countries it's on the secret device. A lot of the people in this country at this time have been delivered secret devices so that they can watch me. I have cameras that are built that fly all over the world, but they watch everyone. They watch me everywhere I go. Anything that's done to me is being watched and recorded. Also, my twin sister Beyonce knows, is someone who's also been watched our entire lives. At this time, my sister isn't my sister because people don't understand. We have been developing and resurrecting people. My sister Beyonce has been murdered and resurrected and murdered and resurrected. These are things that have been secretly done. This is what a secret society is about. At this time, I'm revealing these secrets because these secrets are ruining my quality of life. Because at this time, we're not supposed to have secrets. There are certain people who want to keep secrets that involve secret societies a secret because they have a need to feel special. But these secrets are no longer needed because everyone on planet Earth, the majority of the people, are part of the secret society. At this time, the elimination of humanity is taking place, and it will happen also here in the United States. Most people know of this, have forgotten because the people at NASA have been erasing people's brains because most of the black people here in this country were sabotaged by scientist Sinea CE. A lot of their DNA she spit in. She's someone who's of the Caucasian skin color, but she has my blood, which makes her the same as us. We're all the same. Everyone on this planet Earth are brothers and sisters. I raised a lot of these kids in my sleep. Due to the secret device that I have, I'm able to do this. I'm able to run companies. I'm able to develop and create companies. I'm able to have private conversations and meetings with various dignitaries all over the world. This is how the country has been run for the past 31 years. Now, this is the time where we're switching governments, but it's being done silently. It's being done that way so that we can keep the citizens at a level pace. Everything was supposed to stay the same. Because of the secrecy that's going on, I'm having to come out, and what's being caused and what it's going to cause is a world war. Citizens here in the city of Atlanta have robbed countries. I've been robbed of $362 billion that came from China. I've been robbed of $662 billion that came from the Vatican. I've been robbed of various tithes, offerings, and people who have left me their wills and money from people here in the city of Atlanta and all around the world. This is a worldwide conspiracy. This is a conspiracy that's going to end. But when it ends here in America, it's not going to be pretty. Most people know about it, have been trying to ignore it, but now I have to come out with the evidence. I have to let you all know that we're not that far. At this time, I need to be risen up. Only way the doomsday can be controlled is if I am taken to Washington, D.C. The Star of David is also another weapon of mass destruction that was created for me to control the situation. The doomsday cannot be controlled or cut off or stopped until I am in Washington, D.C., and the Star of David in Washington, D.C. is activated. The doomsday, which was activated here in the city of Atlanta, is connected to the moon. If you look up at the moon, you will see there's a red light at the top of it. That red light is a laser beam. That laser beam can destroy the entire planet Earth. I also created the Star Wars, which is another laser beam that can shoot down and evaporate not only buildings, planes, but human beings as well. All these things have been created for my use at this time. I'm not saying this to scare anyone. I'm only saying it because it's something that needs to come out. These secrets need to be told. Most of the people here in Washington, D.C. don't know. They haven't been here that long. They were people who were created at NASA with human growth syndrome. I had to have these people there to run my country because at that time I was living out the living word. At this time, I need to be risen up. I was supposed to be risen up by the Obama administration, by either Barack Obama or General Colin Powell. I left General Colin Powell in charge because he is one who has a presidential card. I took the oath of office for president in 1996 in the 11th grade. I've been running the world since I was 4 years old. I received my presidential card when I was in the 11th grade in 1996. But I have a presidential card that never ends. General Colin Powell just renewed his presidential card back in May. Barack Obama has never had a presidential card. The presidential card that he had was false. The life that he has lived is false. He and Michelle are not married. Sasha and Malia are not his children, they are my children. His life is staged. He's trying to continue a lie in the public eye because he wants to remain president. He is the one mentioned in the second term will go and become the Antichrist. I am Christ. He went against me in his second term, which makes him the Antichrist. He's my son. He's someone who I love, but he's also someone who has gone against me. He's someone who's mentioned in the Holy Word as Barak, Jeremiah 45. Jeremiah 4:5 is about Barack Obama. Most people know not only is he Abraham Lincoln, but he's Caesar, the one who allowed the death of Christ 3,500 years ago. Most people who are present at this time on earth are the same people who was present during the time of Christ's death 3,500 years ago. Life simply goes around. That's what the Egyptian mythology is about. That's what the Freemasons and the Great Illuminati is about. These are the secrets that we have held secret for a long time. With me being the creator of the Great Illuminati and having one of the largest clubs in the world, I could become a big problem. But with the cooperation of world leaders, Vladimir Putin, we hope to resolve this issue. The United States is no longer the United States of America. We're still the United States, but we are now joined with Great Britain. Things are secretly being done behind my back which should not be done because the Williams family, which is a black family here in Atlanta, has gotten into my business. They took government jobs so that they can try to undo things here in America, but they weren't quite successful because of all of the things that I started before I even created them. They weren't aware of all of the things that I created. So my creations are trying to take over the creator. But everyone isn't against Ashley Robin Wallace. mainly the people here in the city of Atlanta and, well, the Barack Obama and his administration. And I have to say Barack Obama and his administration because he has people who work for him in his administration who are not acknowledging me as well and doing their part. North is someone who's also a son of God, or Ashley Robin Wallace. He's also the son of one of the political leaders from Russia. He's someone who Barack Obama wanted to exile from America because he was about to come out with the evidence that Barack Obama was going against me. So he wanted him exiled. Vladimir Putin has been watching the United States of America and controlling most of the things going on here because the government has been switched over since 2005. So the governmental system here in the United States of America has been being ran by Russia since 2005 when I switched the system over. So I did this because I knew, me being a black man in the United States of America, being as young as I am, I knew that people would try to take advantage of me. So I had to switch governments. I would not allow anyone here in this country to control me. Now I will give the control over to other countries, but this is going to be something that you all are going to have to deal with. I'm urging you to oust out Barack Obama from the White House. I'm urging the citizens of Atlanta to rise me up. I am already on document paper solidified as the 46th President of the United States. Certain people are trying to erase certain things that are on computer and get rid of the evidence. But I have so much evidence all around the world that it's hard for them to do. I've been running the world since I was 4 years old, which means I've been running the world for 31 years. It's hard to erase 31 years of work. It's a losing battle. So, I'm making this video so that the citizens can decide and choose their own fate. Because there are certain people who are here, mainly the Williams family, who are on a death list. The entire Williams family gave themselves up a long time ago because they are an evil people. These people were created from Cleons. During the spiritual age, Cleons do not mix with the human race because of their jealousy and their aggression. So, those people who are being evaluated who have gone against me, all have been placed on the list. At a time you won't expect, you will be eliminated one way or another. The Williams family know of their fate, so they have nothing to lose. A lot of people don't know that they've been witchcraft. A lot of people who were close to me, who would help me at this time, have been murdered. Joan Rivers is one of the people who were close to me. May she rest in peace, but I know I need her. And so that's why she's gone. So Melissa, don't feel bad. Your mom's helping me on the other side, and that's why I need her. So was Maya Angelou. She was assassinated. She didn't just die, but she requested it because I need spiritual help on the other side to get this taken care of. There is a such thing as a spirit world. Right now, we are not only living in the physical world, but a spiritual world as well. This is called an awakening. This is a wake-up call for all the citizens of the earth, citizens of Atlanta, and the citizens here in the United States of America who know who I am. You know who Ashley Robin Wallace is. If you have any documentation, if you have any homes or cars that belong to me, at this time I am in need of your assistance. I need to make it to Washington, D.C. by Pacific time. I need celebrities who are on my side. Mickey Rooney, Sylvester Stallone, John Travolta, Jamie Foxx, Taji Henson, Tyson Bedford, and anyone else who knows who I am. And I am known, but I'm also being ignored, and I was urged to be ignored by Barack Obama, who has been going against me even before he became president. Didn't think that he would take it this far, was hoping that he would come so that I wouldn't have to do this video, but because I don't know what he's doing, and because I know the things on TV are things that are being fed through to the media or to the people and the citizens are not real. I haven't spoken with anyone, and I need to speak with someone. I've been calling the White House, the Pentagon. I've even called the United Nations. But I haven't been able to get in contact with anyone from the White House or the Pentagon. And when I do, I'm getting the runaround. And I know why. They don't know who they are anymore, because we're in the spiritual age. It's something that's not being talked about. The spirit of Jezebel is real, and it's live here in the city of Atlanta. Most people know who Jezebel is and where the spirit comes from. But they have been misinformed by people at NASA who seek to control my country. Sania CE is a scientist who has connected herself with a racist group. These are the people who seek to control my country. Sania CE is someone who has kidnapped my daughter. My daughter's name is Brianna Wallace. She's one of the heirs on the Ashley Robin Wallace bill. And I say kidnapped because she was supposed to be delivered to me, her and her twin brother Robin, no later than May 23rd of 2014. It's now September 2014, and I still haven't seen my kids. I am the sole heir of Robin and Rihanna. They are on a bill. They are the heirs of the United States of America, and this is the reason why my children have not been delivered to me. They were created at NASA. They are designer babies, the first designer babies. They have signature things. I created their eyes, their slant, their hazel, beautiful children. Sania CE has possession of my daughter. My son Robin has been being taken care of by Warren Van Braun. Warren Van Braun is the uncle of rapper Jay-Z, but he's also the brother of Elizabeth Williams, who's the head of the U.S. military, appointed by Barack Obama. She's also someone who was created at NASA. She's the mother of rapper Jay-Z. Jay-Z and I have a legal paper which says that we are married. He's also with my sister, who's my twin sister, Beyonce Giselle knows. Most people don't know that we are twins. We were separated at birth. This is a conspiracy that has been going on in this country for a number of years. And when I say a number of years, I mean hundreds of years. I'm here at this time as the Son of God to stop this conspiracy. Most of these people don't understand that this is something that has to be stopped, because we are now in a spiritual age, a Masonic age called the age of Aquarius. We're in the full age. Evil in this time is not good because of the technology that we now possess. Certain people who are black people, who are evil people, are seeking to take over this technology. I own BlackBerry. Most people who are in the business field use BlackBerry. I own IBM. I own Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I created and one of the creators of the World Wide Web. It was created for me for this time because I am being shut out of the media. Rapper T.I., he holds the protocol, which is a device that he can secretly run all of the media for me. He's someone who I'm also married to legally on paper. Because I am the true King of Wales, I am allowed to marry as many people as I want. A lot of these people have marriage licenses with me because they were created to be spouses for me before they were entertainers or celebrities. At this time, they want to stay connected to me because they want to stay connected to the money. I am legally married to the majority of the rap industry. And this is another thing that they want to keep secret. A lot of the rappers have money that belongs to me. And so when they married me, they were made billionaires. A lot of them are secret billionaires. A lot of these men, majority of them, only one woman, they have money. They're secret billionaires. And because I have the money, I gave them the money. But I did it for a purpose, because I knew the Freemasons would try to go against me and wouldn't give me access to my own money, which is what's happening here in the city of Atlanta. They're draining me of my resources. This is something that Barack Obama came up with before he became president. He came up with a sinister way of trying to take over my country, him and General Colin Powell. At this time, I'm seeking help from other people here in the United States who want to live and who choose life and who love God. These people are secretly murdering children here in the city of Atlanta. It's a witchcraft that is done where they have to kill children and cut off their fingers. They use these fingers of children to get and gain access to anything that they want. They can simply ask for it, and it's witchcraft. This is a witchcraft that is being done by the Williams family. They are secretly developing children with my DNA, killing them and murdering them and selling the fingers on the black market of children. It's mainly going on here in the city of Atlanta. The spirit here in the city of Atlanta is an evil spirit of Jezebel. It's very strong. When you come into the city, if you don't have this red star that I have on my arm, you will be engulfed with this spirit unless you truly believe. At this time, I should be on TV, but the media, they're trying to keep me off of TV, and the rappers are trying to keep me off of TV and out in the streets because they don't want me to be risen up at this time. I was unanimously voted by the entire earth to be president at this time because I'm the only one who understands this Masonic age. I'm the only one who can drive this ship to safety. I hadn't planned on being up front at this time. I had planned on all things continuing as they have. But I'm coming out and letting people know this secret because it needs to be told. So now you know. Majority of you know who I am anyway. But the majority of you are being contacted by Freemasons. The majority of the people here in this country, the younger crowd, you are not Freemasons. If you are young, you are part of the great Illuminati. The majority of people who are older, they are part of the Freemasons. The majority of people on this earth and in this country are part of the great Illuminati. So if you have been contacted by anyone from the Freemasons, ignore them. If they tell you you are a Freemason, 9 times out of 10, if you're young, you're not. You are part of the great Illuminati. Not only am I now the head of the Freemasons and being ignored by the Freemasons, I am the creator. And I'm also the head of the great Illuminati. I'm no longer a secret. I am anonymous. My name is Ashley Robin Wallace, the owner of the United States of America, the 46th president of this country at this time. There will not be a 45th president. There will not be any elections because we will not be here if I'm not risen by October. The doomsday is activated already. I'm warning the citizens who choose life to rise me up by October. Thank you. Have a nice day.